Hello.
Good morning. I was asked to present, which was surprising and scary, but here I am. So just briefly, I came to FasterEFT last year. I've been a massage therapist for 20 years and was running into a lot of frustration in the last few years in my own body. Stuff I thought I had dealt with is sort of resurfacing, and I'm always reading, and I love the brain body. And then I ran across Robert's stuff, and I knew in an instant that this was the magic I was looking for both me and my clients. So I want to share a brief story about my kids. I have two beautiful sons, and my oldest is 16, and he's very, very bright. And he's very, very skeptical, kind of a engineer. So as I was starting my level 1 online, I use him because he is such a skeptic. And we would do some tapping on whatever the issue was. And I'd say, well, what do you think? And he'd go, weird. It works. And then my other son is 11, and I was sort of leaving him out of the mix until I knew what I was doing. But and he's kind of a wild man. He's the polar opposite. But one morning, we were getting ready for school, and both my kids do, thank God, exceptionally well in school. It's a non-issue. I haven't helped them with homework since kindergarten. And he was in a state. And he's somebody who, when he does get upset, he internalizes. And I just looked at him that morning and I said, Maxie, we got 5 minutes. I don't have time for 20 questions to dig out whatever this issue is. And I said, just look at me, do what I do, say what I say. You know, whatever this is, I let it go. We did 2 rounds of tapping, 30 seconds. He turned around and he looked at me and he said, I just didn't understand what she meant by the homework. He did his homework, out the door, he's happy. And so the better part is a few weeks later, and I left it at that, a few weeks later, my youngest, his best friend lives up the street, and my husband comes in, and the rest of us are home, and he's got his friend with him, and his friend is hysterical. So I go over and I grab him and I give him a hug, and I'm thinking, oh, he must have fallen outside. You know, this is dinner time. And he had actually just had a fight with his mom. And he had walked out of the house, and he's, you know. So I tried my tried and true. Here's some cookies. Do you want a cookie for, you know, I'm like, take 2, 1 for each hand. And he's like, no. And I got him some water. And my 11-year-old walked in the kitchen and he said, you know what would help, Mom? He goes, tapping. It was amazing. And he looked at me and he goes, I've already learned how to do it in my head.